Hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Shani and I am a part-time reseller. And today I have a ship with me. Today is Wednesday, February the 12th, and I am shipping out 5 items. 5 sales. One of these is a bundle, and actually one of these sold on the 10th. I should have shipped it out yesterday. I didn't realize that they had accepted my offer on Poshmark. And so that means, including the bundle, I had 5 items sell yesterday, 5 items sell on Monday. So I have met my goal of 5 items a day for this week. So yay, I was super excited. So although not a lot of net profit, you'll see, I'm still stoked about having these sales and getting rid of old inventory, which, one of these items sold super fast. It is not old inventory, but you'll see as we go through them. Okay, let's do the Poshmark. Just get the Poshmark sale out of here. And it is this Chico's. This shirt was so pretty. It is this Chico's size 2. This shirt was called the Chico's Touch of Cashmere shirt. It has these satin sleeves. It's so pretty. What was I think there's a little bit of cashmere. Yeah, so it only had 3% of cashmere, but that's what the shirt was called. It's in amazing condition. I thought about keeping it for myself because it is really pretty. You know, if you need a nice shirt to go somewhere, this is a really nice shirt. So, but I went ahead and listed it. I think I listed it for like 15 or 16, you know, even though it does have cashmere. And cashmere usually sells, even if it's like a no-name brand. It's sometimes, you know, it's not going to sell for a ton. I got an offer on this for $8, I want to say, on Poshmark. I've been getting some lower offers on Poshmark, and truthfully, I've just been denying them. I just deny, you know, if it's a okay offer, I'll make I'll counter offer. But so I can't remember if we went back and forth, or maybe they offered me 10 and I counter offered at 12 because it is cashmere and it's a beautiful shirt, and they accepted my offer. So that makes my net profit $905, which isn't a whole lot, but it is. I did get this last year, and I want to say I either got it at the Goodwill outlet or a bag sale, and yeah, so I'm okay with that. My cost of goods are normally anywhere like $1.50 or less, especially if I get it at a bag sale. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. I used the wrong label. I knew I was going to do that. Oh, I hate when I do that. I'm going to have to reprint this one. I hate being mad at myself for doing stupid things. Okay. All right, let me get it's going to go out in a padded flat rate because it is a Poshmark sale. Let me just make sure I put the right label on. All right. And I'm glad to get that off of my wall. Clear up some space. I'm going to have to reprint that label now. So, okay, this is the label I'm going to have to reprint, and that's okay. This thing I have had forever. They used, I have an extra 10% off coupon in my store right now, and It is this Disney Marvel Zoom Zoom Thor Avengers Mini 3.5-inch plush, new with tags, superhero. That was my title. You can just tell it's a tiny little mini plush. You know, I've had this so long, I don't know where I got it. Truthfully, I do not know where I got it, but I do know I'm going to put it in this little bag. I always like recycle these type of bags. I'm going to put this guy in this little bag, and it's going to go out in a 6x9. So if it's gray, I'm going to put the label on it first before I put him in there so it goes on good. But I've had him forever. I finally marked him down to $4.99 plus shipping, and someone did buy that with my 10% coupon. My net profit was only $3.58, but it clears him. The next step for him would be to go to my flea market booth. Plush normally sells pretty well. I've had him listed on eBay for whatever reason instead of going to my flea market booth, and so I'm glad that he's selling. So, all right, next is a bundle. Now I'm like being extra cautious and making sure I'm sending the right label with the right package. Okay. This is going out in a 10x13, and this is a bundle of American Girl Welly Wishers. We've got the sleeping bag. I got this at the Goodwill Outlet haul, and then some little PJ pants. So she paid $9.99 for the sleeping bag, $6.99 for these. So together it was $16.98. She did use a coupon. It was my 10% off coupon. It does help to have those coupons in your store. So she bundled the items, bought them. I did refund partial shipping since she did pay an overage in shipping. And at the end of the day, I made $11.97. So these were counted in my outlet haul. So my cost of goods at that outlet haul was 92 cents each. And having things like this really helped bring down my cost of goods because they weigh nothing. They weigh nothing. So I love finding little things like this. So even though the cost of goods on this might seem high, it helped bring down cost of goods on something, you know, like on a heavier clothing item that I've probably made more on, possibly. So anyway, going out in a 10x13. And then what do I have next? Let me see. Yeah, let's just talk about this thing. Okay, these are a pair of vintage Wrangler acid wash light denim jeans. They're 40x30s, made in the USA. I've had them also forever in my closet. I was glad to see an offer come in on them. And I did see a couple little threads I want to cut. Just kind of loosely hanging. I don't know why. And then I'll show you. Truthfully, I don't know where I got these. They have been in my closet forever. They're the old time Wrangler acid wash. They're kind of a big size for sure, 40x30. And I'm just kind of looking them over to make sure I don't need to clip anything off, but they have been in my closet forever. I did recently end and sell similar on these, which I feel like helped sell it. My price I brought down to $18.99 plus shipping, and it did sell with my 10% off coupon. So they purchased it, or they used the coupon after fees and shipping, which they did pay shipping on. My net profit on these is $14.45. So I'm actually really happy with that. Even though this has been in my closet forever. Forever in my closet. I'm using my little chicken stickers to close these. All right. This was a surprising sell. I'm really happy with it. Even though I have had them in my closet, I'm really happy that this sold. So, okay. I need to make room in my vintage booths. Vintage boxes over there. I have vintage clothing, most of it in some bins in that corner. I have recently started hanging some of the vintage stuff I'm bringing in. Okay, because if it's something like jeans or something I know I'm not gonna ruin, and this is gonna go out in a 12 by 15, then if I know I'm not gonna ruin it, I wash it. And, but sometimes you get those knitted, like the knit sweaters and things like that, that are hand wash only. I will typically say in my description that I do not pre-wash this, so I don't ruin the fabric, basically. So I do think that like hanging it kind of helps air dry it. So, but most of the time I do pre-wash all my items, most of my items. I don't want to say all because I don't. So, okay. Then this sold super fast. I have a sourdough in the oven, and so if it seems like I'm kind of like, it's because I don't, my husband's watching my sourdough loaf. Okay. So you guys saw these in a most recent haul. It's these Patagonia hiking pants. And these sold so fast. I actually posted these yesterday for sale, and they sold yesterday. And I posted them for $29.99. I put the lowest offer in at $25, and I received a $25 offer within just a couple hours. And some people would say, well, you had them listed too low. And I mean, I looked up comps. Comps were right around there. Some comps were lower than that. Patagonia is one of those long quality brands that people seek out. You used to be able to make more on Patagonia actually and you still can't, like their outerwear, their jackets, things like that. They perform pretty good. So anyway, I'm okay with selling these a super quick flip. Although my cost of goods was really high on this, I debated on buying these. I paid $13.11 in the Goodwill. But the reason I did it is I knew it would sell. I knew it would sell. I knew I would make money on, and I did. My net profit was $8.09, and that was just in like a day. Like even though I held on to them because I did get them on January the 30th. I mean, it's the 12th today, and I just now listed them. They were literally stacked, just waiting for me to post them. So I knew once I posted them, they would sell, and they would sell quick, and they did. So that's the reason I paid up for them. So anyway, I'm not mad about it. I'm really happy about it, actually. I ended up getting these. And I do feel like having nice brands like this in your closet, that helps kind of set your customer base. So if they know that you're going to have Patagonia in your closet, maybe they'll follow your store, or maybe they'll keep you as a favorite seller. So, okay. so those items, I got to reprint that label, and so I have made my goal so far, you guys, this week. So 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items I've sold in 2 days. That's my goal. Can I keep it up? We will see. I have a really busy day tomorrow, and it's my last day off before work. So I am anxious to see how the rest of this week plays out. I've got a lot to do today to prep for my weekend. I do start my full-time job on Friday night, which is Valentine's Day, but I'm going to be working this weekend. So I have a lot of prep for that today, since I'll be busy tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, minus the car in the back, sorry. It is the way it is. We got snow here through the night, and it's just kind of nasty out, and so the car has stayed in. This is my little work car, and when I don't drive it, my husband drives it. It's got about 140,000 miles on it, and it gets us where we need to go. And yeah, so it's in the garage. Our nicer cars are sitting outside in the snow, and the little cars in the garage. So anyway, if you like these kind of videos, please hit the like button and drop me a comment. Let me know how your February is going if you're a reseller. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.